Now electrophilic substitution reactions. First of all, bromination. Now if I take the compound aniline, we usually carry out the electrophilic substitution reactions on aniline only because that is what is a part of your syllabus. Now if I react this with bromine water, we know that because of resonance, this aniline develops a negative charge on the ortho and para positions. Br2 breaks down to give Br atoms, and we know that halogens, they have a strong affinity for electrons, right? When something has a strong affinity for electrons, that is also called as an electrophile, right? So Br is right now behaving as an electrophile over here. So obviously when it needs electrons, it would definitely attack those positions which are electron rich. And what are the electron rich positions over here? This position, and this position. That means the ortho and para positions. So what you're going to get is a tri-substituted product with 3 bromine atoms attached at ortho and para positions. Along with this, side product HBr is also formed. Fine. Now what if I need only a para substituted product? What if I do not want substituents at the ortho positions? In that case, I would be requiring something over here which is just para directing, right? I would be requiring something which is just para directing. So what do? I first convert the NH2 group to a group which is just para directing. How do I do that? In the previous videos, I have discussed acylation. That means the acylation of aniline with CH3COCl would give me, I'm not discussing the mechanism over here because that has been discussed already. You can do the mechanism yourself. I would get NHCOCH3 over here. Now this particular group NHCOCH3 is a para directing group. It is just a para directing group. You will not get any ortho product. So now if you carry out bromination, you will get just a para substituted product, NHCOCH3. Fine. Now if I want this group to be converted back to NH2, what do? I carry out the hydrolysis in the presence of acid catalyst. Now water can be written as HOH, right? The H of this water gets attached to the nitrogen atom, and one hydrogen atom is already present. So this becomes NH2. That means one hydrogen already present and one hydrogen from water. The OH that is left, it gets attached to this particular carbon atom. This is CH3CO and OH gets attached to it. So what do you get? CH3CO, which was already there, and the OH of water, so giving a byproduct, ethanoic acid. This is called as protection. This is called as protection, which is done by reacting it with acetyl chloride. In place of acetyl chloride, you can also use acetic anhydride.